What is up, my demons, on a Thursday night? We are continuing the spooky season series here on Reapers Underground, and I got some personal friends of mine on this evening. They've definitely been here on the Underground before, but now they have a new album out, and it's fucking amazing, and we're going to show you why. I got October Noir with me tonight. So this is what you're going to do because I fucking told you to. Share it out. Share it everywhere. If you don't, I'm going to find out and nope, not going to say that. Sorry, Facebook. Anyway, so share it out everywhere you possibly can. Anyone that is a fan of October Noir and this type of doom metal music, do it right now. And we're going to get into their current tour, album, and so much more debauchery. So let's hurry up and take a quick commercial break to our brothers at the Villain Arts Tattoo Conventions. Check that shit out. That's right. Villain Arts Tattoo Conventions, the biggest in the United States and the world. Not only just tattoos, but performance art and artists of all different kinds. When they come to your city, tell them Reaper sent you. Yeah. All right. Welcoming everybody out there in the comments section. Kyler, what's happening? Happy birthday, Kyler. Longtime listener and a big old fan of October Noir.
Happy birthday, Kyler. I remember.
Cat Noir says, King Diamond, thank you. Did I take a little bit from him? Yes, he's one of my heroes since I was in short pants.
But would that make you King Dipshit?
Pretty much. I mean, look at me.
Look at me.
Right. Gentlemen, welcome back to the Underground. Your new album is out, and it was everything that I thought it would be. And it is Letters to Existence, and unfortunately that got cut off. But I want to make sure that everyone knows where to find you at octobernoir.org. So, man, you gave us this amazing fucking teaser of Forever Haunt. Mm-hmm. And it was, to me, a clear indication, especially, from your last album previous to that, that this was really going to be a special record. So I really kind of feel like the songwriting, everything that went into this record was just super heartfelt. So my first question about the record, before we start getting into some of the tunes, was there a theme kind of running throughout this record? Was there almost like a concept in mind? Because it seems like every song connects to the next.
I think the major thing was just fucking kill me now.
Yeah. Well, shit, at this point in our lives, what the fuck?
No, I mean, it all dealt with love and loss and just life as the seasons change. Life changes in the same way. That's kind of what towards the end of it kind of brought about the whole theme of the seasons, which is where the 3 instrumental tracks came from. They just made sense.
And those were some of my motherfucking favorites.
Thank you. Yeah, I normally don't care too much about doing instrumentals, but I figured it was fitting.
With an album like this, I mean, you started off with a bang with Spring, the first track there. Mm-hmm. And it's just great. Very powerful, great way to kick off the record and then ending in a perfect fashion, almost on like a very gothic, somber note.
Yeah. So originally, those 3 instrumentals were actually one song, and I was trying to piece it to where I could go down the line. It would just be this song of constant change and progression and flips around and fucking do this and do that. And it just, by the end of it, it was like, all right, it makes more sense. Let's just break it up and we'll put it in segments and we'll shorten some things and get it to 3 minutes.
And it flows fucking flawlessly.
Yeah.
Zimmer Hale says, this guy, I think she meant to say, these guys you might be drinking. I'm just saying, these guys are incredible.
She probably is drinking. We were with Chrissy. We were on our little New York stop, so. She's actually supposed to be here right now, and she didn't come with Kelly. So everybody give a shit.
Party pooper. Awesome. Yeah, and we'll definitely get to that whole New York trip because I got love for that little club you played there. I can't help it, but there's reasons for that, but we'll get there. And then into Endless Lonely. I could have seen that almost becoming a video. Do you guys have any plans for some more videos for the record?
Yeah, we got 3 coming up, and Endless Lonely is one of them. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, we should have already had a video for Endless Lonely. But...
yeah, we've been so fucking busy with everything else. Like Raquel, our publicist, she keeps us very fucking busy. So
absolutely, I have no doubt. And it's awesome that you have a publicist now to really kind of help direct things and probably help you with the social media a little bit and all that kind of stuff. So, and I've always been reposting your guys' stuff since the first time we met. So
yeah, we appreciate that too.
Sure, man. It's my absolute fucking pleasure. And the comment section is amazeballs tonight. Thank you. Appreciate that. Longtime viewers as well as new viewers. Obviously, big fans of you guys. And then a halo hung from horns. Mm-hmm. That's another one of my big favorite tracks because it's a little heavier. Yep. And let me just say, hands down, probably this is the best vocal performance I've heard you do. Like the entire record. I think it's just amazing.
I think he sounds like shit, but that's awesome.
I'm just like whispering.
You're right. Let's go ahead and stone him.
I think as far as the vocals on that, when it first goes in for those first couple of verses, it's like the most novel sounds that Tom's ever put into that. But I'd honestly have to say the best vocal performance probably came from "She's Gone."
Oh,
like,
Tom
hit some, like I nearly shit myself when I heard him sing that low A1.
Yes, the A1, yeah.
The true brown
note. I guess it's a feat.
I mean, that was brown note.
Brown, the shit note.
Exactly. It totally fucking was like, God damn, how did he do that? Vocal coaches are always talking about when you try to go lower than what your voice can naturally do, you can kind of fuck it up a little bit.
You start bottoming out, or you do hit like pitch problems.
Yeah, I think Tom was he was telling me that the secret to that one was he recorded that line right after waking up while the voice was still cold.
Mm-hmm.
I always have a much deeper voice in the morning, and I don't even fucking smoke. I mean, I used to like 10, 15 years ago, but it's like naturally I think I have those yummy.
That was my Mongolian throat metal.
Lung butter, as it were.
I was wondering what you
I
were doing
love
to
it.
Doug down there, but now I know. Right.
Cat says,
that was my
Tom was a
Mongolian throat.
Mongolian throat singer in a past life.
Yeah, you can't keep his mouth away from anything dick shaped.
Yeah, I was a big
mic.
cocksucker in my past life.
Now, Kyler, you know what? As a matter of fact, I agree with this comment. Deja Vu is a badass track.
Yeah, that was the Droney Drive song.
That's the
Tyler's
song.
favorite.
That's the song that I said was going to be the best, and so far from Spotify, it is the biggest one on Spotify.
Is it?
Yeah, it's
No.
Endless Lonely, Forever Haunt, and Deja Vu is Halo.
Yeah,
is
it was
right
on
below
there.
those.
Shit, your current popular is really interesting.
Which
I
one?
don't know if we're looking at the same thing, but Wicked Game is number one. But
Oh yeah, that's
you know
that was good.
it
That
is
was
what
now
it is.
longer. Yeah. Than anything.
Reverence at number 2, Endless Lonely at 3, Windows, and then Forever Haunt. So maybe there's a couple songs kind of probably competing there. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, folks, you have over 4,000 listeners.
I guess.
Yeah.
At a band at your level, that is incredible.
Well,
and I can
it's
only see it getting bigger.
Well, it's tough on Spotify because people love us and they don't ever click follow. They don't ever follow the band. They just listen. So
well, yeah.
I don't get that. I don't get that at all.
Well, I mean, we also never promote Spotify at all. I mean,
there's nothing wrong with that because Spotify doesn't do shit.
Yeah, I mean,
for anybody.
It basically it is the modern day Napster. It is modern day piracy. It's stealing from us, and we don't get anything from it. But everybody wants to look at the numbers, and we're like, why would we promote that? Well, we just promote our YouTube and our website.
Yeah, I'd have to say priority is probably YouTube.
Absolutely.
And YouTube as well, but.
I mean, I've heard that Amazon Music is not too bad, or iTunes, but you know, who really gives a fuck in the grand scheme of things?
Well, I mean, the thing about our band is we're selling CDs, so people are actually listening to those CDs, and we're not getting anything off of their streams, their listens, but that's okay. Fuck it.
Most definitely. I mean, I think it just helps you to get your music out overseas. Are you seeing a lot of people buying your stuff from, out of the country?
Yeah. We get a lot of Germany orders.
I totally believe that.
Orders. Yeah.
Germany is a hotbed for metal. And, they never used to be kind of like a doom kind of listening crowd. But they've had some success with some bands over there in the doom genre, and of course, I mean, they've heard. I'm not even going to mention them because I don't think it's fucking fair. They're used to this type of doom, gothic doom. With maybe a little bit of funeral kind of moments in there because of the slow breakdowns or the slow beginnings. So that's awesome. And I could just honestly see you guys blowing up all over fucking Europe at this point. Because, I mean, you guys are basically reinventing this subgenre, in my opinion. Because the stuff that you guys are making is so fucking original. We were just talking about this. Every fucking song, I mean, sure, it's got that everything that gothic doom you would expect, but it's done in a much cooler way, and the melodies are fucking amazeballs. God damn, I can't even keep up with all these motherfuckers. I love you guys tonight. Son of a bitch. The same thing happened with Raven Black last week.
They didn't like us because I wasn't a female. But I said, well, it's 2023. It's ma'am.
Yeah, we were supposed to do a show with Raven Black.
Yeah.
Oh, is that
we-
right?
Yeah, and we didn't get it because we weren't fronted by a female. And I was like, "What are you talking about? Look at this guy right here." Also, is this guy?
I mean,
I think
get where
it
she's
would have
coming
been great.
from, you know, with their dynamic and that stuff. So don't take it personally.
No, yeah, we don't know. I mean, I get it. That's what they want. It's their show, you know.
I actually
For
still
sure.
went to that show, and I ended up having to work the door because they had a no call, no show. So, for the staff at the venue,
Did you buy a bunch of their shit too?
I did.
He was fanboying out. That's
Yeah.
what was
Well,
happening.
It was a good like a funny thing about Raven Black, like their music video for 13, like I had a previous band that I went through the same artist for one of our lyric videos.
Nice.
That's where I first heard about him, and I was like, I got to see him live eventually. So I still went out, did a thing supporting the local music scene with that, because the band that ended up picking up that show, they're good friends of mine. They're putting the work in, and they're getting good. So wanted to
Absolutely. And that was one of the things that I was going to say about y'all is the fact that you are doing this on your own. You don't have
Yeah,
anyone
don't
doing
worry.
your fucking
It's not
thing.
that grandiose. So
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Maybe
DIY
we're
bands.
fucking stupid.
yeah, we're gluttons for punishment.
But why sell out to a fucking, record company that's not got your best interest at heart?
Well, I mean, yeah, we've been approached for
Obviously.
offers, but it's like, no, not gonna work. So
We'll
Yeah.
we'll see after Halloween.
we'll see.
There may
what
be
it's-
something in the works, but
Yeah.
Okay, because that was one thing that I did see on your guys' Facebook. You were talking about some kind of an association with Corpse Paint Records.
Yeah.
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 Who is handling I Am.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Wow.
so after Halloween, you may see some incredible photos
Yeah.
on our Facebook.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm creaming myself already because I can only imagine.
It may be possible. It might be possible that there may be a real come to Jesus awakening with the band. So
Nothing wrong with that, man. I'm excited for y'all.
Hey, we ripped you off.
I forgot I was talking to a Satanist.
Dude, don't even worry about that
All
shit.
You know what I mean.
I totally know.
There may
I
be
got to give you some shit.
Yeah,
That wouldn't be me if I didn't.
That's fine.
less on the Jesus.
More on the comb.
Well,
More on the come, apparently.
I
All
do,
right.
I do love some Jesus, by the way, but you would never know. But I do. But yeah, there may be a big opportunity. So,
Dude, if it's like this, if I could see Johnny Kelly and motherfucking Kenny Hickey standing with you guys, I would be like, yes.
I would too, even a day or two later,
Yeah.
or maybe
Just
a month later
because.
or a year later. That's something that I would frame and put on in my living room. So
I mean, at that point, that's a career defining moment. Not in the sense of popularity or any fucking thing like that. Just because it's like, shit.
well, I think the biggest thing for us is that it would put the haters to bed.
Are you about to tell me you still got haters?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you always look. If you're not getting hate, you're not doing something right. So
Right, but I think that's the pivotal moment where the haters go, well, holy shit.
some of them will flip. I mean, oh, these guys are fucking. Oh yeah, we love them now too. Yeah, say it.
Exactly. They're
Yeah.
probably fucking listening to your shit right now.
Who knows?
You know?
They have been.
Seriously. It's fucking beyond me. It really is.
Yeah.
There is nothing that you're not ripping anything off. I was about to say the keyboard work on this album is fucking prolific, man.
Thank you. This is my first, well, not the first time I had keyboards in October Noir stuff, but it's my first time keyboardist role.
And you do a fantastic job at that.
Thank you.
It's actually very technical, sometimes a little bit bordering on orchestral sounding, which is great. Yeah. It's like you're not just being spacey with it.
Get on the interview.
You know what I mean?
And I'll call you when it's on.
You heard?
Sorry, go ahead.
Why does that remind me of Chris Tucker on the set of Rush Hour?
Rush Hour.
He takes a motherfucking He's like, I'm filming. the fucking phone from him. He's like, we're filming right now. I'm sitting here dying, going, you just lost out on money.
Oops.
I love it. Yes, and apparently everybody out in the comment section also feels this way. Hey,
it was Sean from Sister Kill Cycle. Yeah, that guy. That's who just called me.
And as a matter of fact, I just have invited them onto the show for the first time.
You're gonna regret it.
Coming soon.
The
day after my little meeting with somebody I will mention a little later. Because right now it's all about
I hope he's not drinking Jim Beam.
Noir.
Some motherfuckers drinking wine.
Absolutely.
Speaking
just
of,
awesome. Yeah, I mean, shit. Let's make tonight a fucking party night, people. It's Thursday. Thanks, Satan. It's almost Friday. You're almost there. Fucking have a few and enjoy yourself.
I'm gonna wait for him to come back to get mine, but I got a special bottle for myself. The wine.
Oh, he's got the
Oh, you're missing one.
Did you take stock of the company? Did you?
Pretty. They're near it.
That looks like some serious motherfucking wine right there.
It's cheap. It is good.
The connoisseur.
I got a special bottle for all the friends that are visiting. Snoop Dogg champagne.
Kat says, "Hey, that's mine."
It is, yeah. I didn't get it.
And Sean says, "Stop trying to top me."
I'm just trying to be on top of you.
I was going to say, which way are we going with this?
Oh,
the back door.
Don't ask, no tell here on the underground.
I hate you all. I hate you all.
Oh, I love you, Heel. You're badass as always. Doing my THC gummies here.
Oh,
that's
man.
fine. Enjoy. Not me, man. I'd be paranoid as a
He's
motherfucker.
just gonna fall asleep in a minute.
Right. So you guys collaborated for pretty much the first time on Forever Haunt. How did that come about?
We actually, a fan of ours said, "Hey, you need to do a song with Nadia. I'm going to get in touch with her." And yeah, she hit us up and we were like, "All right, let's write something." So it actually fell in really smoothly. So I kind of came up with the melody and some of the lyrics, and then she took a verse for her lyrics, and yeah, just did pianos. It was almost an 8-minute song, but we cut it back to 6.5 or whatever it is.
Shit, you could have took that shit to 12 minutes and people wouldn't have cared.
Well, one of the problems that I run into is when people, so if we sell the CDs $10, $5, or $15, I want to fill it, the whole fucking thing. So you get 80 minutes out of the CD. So yeah, I think this one clocked in at like 1 hour and 16. So we were just shy of it. So it would have fit, but I think it would have been too much. We were trying to get more of like a radio kind of push.
Yeah, so I get that. You're safe if you're somewhere, 5-6 minutes. Mm-hmm. Sabbath got away with 8 minutes one time, maybe almost 10 minutes. It just depends. But if you're trying to get a little bit more attention, because let's face it, it's weird. The doom genre is weird. There's the extreme that likes a 45-minute song that never ends.
Yeah, the problem I mean, and there's nothing wrong with that, but the problem that I see
No.
bands when they really try to push for a longer song and writing, it just goes on and on. There's not a lot of change to it, so that's kind of like the formula you got to work with. You got to keep changing if you're going to make it long to keep it interesting. So they stay listening.
I mean,
most people look, they go, "Oh my god, this song's 15 minutes. What the fuck?" And then, yeah,
they're like, there better be some gold in there, or I'm not.
Yeah, well, you just got to listen to it. And you go, "Oh wait,
I mean,
it didn't feel like 15 minutes."
Unless it's Her Dark Embrace. Tom, another 20-minute song, bro. You know I got to get my kids.
Yeah.
I love it. Apparently, everyone is enjoying your shirt, Tom. It's now the talk of the town.
He got it for me.
Oh, shit.
I wore it in Walmart earlier.
Plus size model like myself, I don't really see anything wrong with anything as long as they're a good person.
I was hoping that because I was in Walmart earlier wearing it, so I was hoping, so I was hoping
of all places you went to Wally World.
Yeah, we were blasting MC Ghetto's like Wally World song.
But I was hoping like a fat person was gonna get offended and say something to me, and I'd just be like, "Well, are you a hoe?" we know you're fat, but are you a hoe?
Well, I mean, you go into Walmart, everyone's dead inside. They're not looking at.
If you're just fat, I don't hate you. If you're a fat hoe.
You know, why is that true? Literally, it seems like everyone that shops at Walmart is definitely dead inside.
Yeah.
For one reason or another. Just walking aimlessly. It's almost like an episode of The Walking Dead.
It's a defense mechanism before walking in there.
Yeah. You kind of got to
you got to
desensitize yourself before you accrue all this negative energy that just sucks. I feel that. But yeah, apparently it is the talk of the town. But getting back to the album. So yeah, Summer to Autumn, I thought was also just a fantastic song.
So the interesting thing, which we have not mentioned ever yet, was the very opening to that song was written for Wayne at the Pirate Forge. We were trying to do him like a little theme song to help his channel or whatever he was doing, but he didn't want to use it. He didn't want to put any music on there. So I've been sitting on that for a few years. So I was like, well, let's fucking take it and reshape it. And we'll use that.
I was sitting on that for like the intro to my radio show that I do, but it was too short and it didn't really. And what you hear there isn't what I had. So it was just a small segment. So I was like, I can't really use it. But what came from it was way better than the original.
Yeah. So I mean, we had like the hurdy-gurdy in there, and then it was more like the
one of my favorite instruments.
Yeah.
I love that.
So that's like the chanting is more, and then it's like supposed to have the gang vocals of the guys like they're fucking rolling, So it's more of that pirate influence for it. But the funny part about it is when we were doing our pre-orders for the deluxe edition where you get the handwritten lyrics, the guy didn't fucking give his lyrics that he wanted. So I hit him up and I was like, hey, I need your lyrics so I can mail you shit out. And I'm still waiting on 3 that haven't submitted theirs, but they're about to get some bullshit. But this guy,
how that works.
Yeah, but he says, just give me Summer to Autumn. That sounds good. And I was like, all right. So on the lyrics, it just says more. And then, signed, Tom. Here you go.
Well, at the end of the day, as long as he's happy.
Oh, he was happy. Yeah, he was like, I would be the one idiot that fucking picked this song.
I love it.
Yeah, it was fun.
And I really do like the decadent feel of the Parchment. It's like kind of like all the way through. And as a matter of fact, I pulled, let me see here. This had popped up and I just thought, you know what I mean? There's the lyrics written in like this classic script. And I'm sitting here thinking, most of this record could be I don't know, the soundtrack to a really well done vampire film. Am I too off base on that?
No, I don't think so. You know, when people ask usually what kind of music that we do, you know, I usually tell them it's gothic romance. So there was an
Oh, it's definitely that. It's pretty much
Yeah.
Sex on Wheels.
yeah, there was a album review I saw where somebody was like, "Oh, typo, 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 typo," but they
You
don't.
said it. Bop him
Yeah.
on the head.
I don't care.
won't
But
talk about
he was like, "Well, don't look for the thrash metal here because it's not really thrashy, but thrash just really isn't my style. Like I want it to be more vampiric, I guess." So
It very much is. And I think that was something we never really touched upon in our first interview.
mhm.
Do you see a lot of what they call vampire culture really following what you do?
yeah, we get a pretty good bit of it. So
It's interesting to know that it's still around.
mhm. I think it'll always
what I
be
mean?
around.
That's
But
good to know.
yeah.
You know, because like that whole, you know, heyday movement of like I said, you know, the vampire culture was really the tail end of the 90s, moving in, you know, a little bit into the 2000s. And then, well, Marilyn Manson happened and it was like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah, but Manson wasn't really like vampire stuff. You know, it was
No,
it was all
exactly. It's like everybody got away from that
yeah.
and was like into the Manson thing at the time. So
I see what you're saying now. Yeah.
so it's
Well,
good to know that shit is still around.
Yeah, it is. Well, I mean, like even Queen of the Damned, like that did a huge thing when Jonathan Davis did the soundtrack for it, which is incredible. It really is. That's
By far one of my favorite movies of that that particular genre.
But then it was considered a new metal, you know, style of music or whatever. So.
Which I hate that term. I would like to burn it. Because so much of new metal besides Korn sucked.
It did. Like I fucking hate Limp Bizkit with a passion. I can't
Fuck you.
stand it.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. I love new metal. Dude, new metal was a renaissance in music, period. And even if you don't like what new metal was initially, it became so much more. So much happened from new metal. Fuck y'all.
Well, I agree. No, I mean, but see, I like Static X and I like Fear Factory and
yeah, but Static X was lumped into new metal as well.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I don't have a problem with new metal. I just have a problem with Limp Bizkit.
Dude, Limp Bizkit's awesome, dude. Y'all can eat a dick. Y'all can eat.
You just gotta listen to the instrumentals.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of Fred Durst, but like those.
I was gonna say, if you take Fred Durst out of that band, then you got something.
Yeah, just listen to the instrumentals.
Fred Durst was the band.
Fuck Fred Durst. Look, my worst three fucking bands that I hate the most is Limp Bizkit, System of a Down, and fucking Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Oh, I'm so glad somebody said it. If I have to hear Californication, 16 different songs done the same fucking way one more time, I'm gonna have to off myself.
I gotta agree. I hate System of a Down and I hate Red Hot Chili Peppers, but Limp Bizkit did something good for music. Even I don't know. I love it.
Korn goddamn coined the phrase for new metal, goddamn it. So that's all I'm concerned about. When their first album dropped,
they did something that mattered.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Their first album is still their greatest album.
And
that's why they're still loved to this day.
I don't know. That's the thing with Korn though. They've every album could be called their greatest album by any of their fans. So
not for
wait a minute now. Slipknot is not considered new metal, are they?
No.
Yes, they are.
They considered new metal.
Classified as that?
Yes, they are. They're in that new metal, dude. So is Deftones.
That I could kind of see, but not fucking Slipknot.
Yeah, Slipknot is there. Yeah.
Okay.
It's all because of the time period. Everybody got lumped into a category. Even like
labels suck.
Like Linkin Park is considered new metal. and they're not new metal. If you
No,
don't,
they're not even close.
but they were considered new metal.
Because they had a couple of songs.
It was
They
the
were a little
time
heavy.
period. It was the time
Yeah.
period. All those bands got lumped into it.
Oh my
Either
goodness! Thank you, Paul Lockwood. Slipknot is the most overrated metal band of all time.
Yeah, I was never a big fan. You know, I'll tell you, I liked Stone
Right.
Sour a lot
true.
more than I did Slipknot.
That's because I don't know. For me, then this is just me. Anyone else, you can tell me to fuck off. That's fine. I'll take it.
Fuck off.
Slipknot's first 3 records were awesome.
Mhm.
Beyond that, it's almost like the Metallica effect. It just gets lighter and lighter and more away from what they were doing.
Well,
Now, Stone Sour, at least they had substance. I did enjoy them.
because I had melody,
Yep.
but I'm
Absolutely.
a sucker for melody, so that's
And it's evident in this record. There's melody all over it.
yeah. My goal is to capture the emotion of the song. So
You do that and then some, sir. And apparently everyone out here agrees.
I hope so. Because back to the drawing board.
Honestly, I think if you put any kind of thrash element, anything carnivore style-esque, if you will, into what you're doing, it would make sense.
Well, I mean, yeah. Well, naturally, it's easy, to do it that way. It just doesn't really turn me on. I mean, there's some stuff I could listen to, like because I don't listen to a lot of black metal either. But I fucking love Cradle of Filth. But
Eric says clench for the win.
Lynch, yeah, that was a fun one. That was actually the second song that was written and recorded.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh no. Okay. Okay. Let me address this just really super fast. Okay, I can understand. You like Load and Reload as your favorite albums, and that's okay. But for those like myself, and of course now I'm dating myself, I'm 100 years old.
Oh.
I was there at the beginning of Metallica, and let me tell you, Load and Reload can't hold a candle to their first 4 records. That's
Well,
just-
Black was my favorite from Metallica.
Black album I was okay with because they really didn't sacrifice themselves that much.
Yeah.
Because and I always tell people this, if you go to the Injustice for All record, there were elements of the Black album. You could kind of see where they were going.
Yeah.
There was more groove. There was more straight ahead, not so fast, super chugga chugga, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Which actually I can say at this point, that's one of the things I love on this record that you guys have done is your chugga is still there, but it's done in a really groovy way.
Yeah. Well, and
it's not overdone either.
Right. And I have to look at like the broad spectrum of everything that we have and go, okay, well, this song is doing this on drums or bass or guitar, whatever. And it's like, I don't want to repeat that. So you have to keep every song fresh with something new to add to it. So the album stays diverse. A lot of problems I see with bands is they do an album and it's just like the same kind of thing from song to song. So it's all kind of clumped together. So yeah,
absolutely. And most listeners nowadays have a hard time going from listening to the first track and go all the way through the record to the very last track.
Yeah.
We live in the era of the single, but what I can definitely say, especially to everybody out in Black Flame Land, this album is so worth listening from beginning to end. There's no track that you're just kind of like, you know what I mean? Every track is a new delight. Nothing sounds the same. All the way down to the guitar solos.
Mm-hmm.
Were you responsible for the guitar solos on these songs?
Who? Me?
Yeah, I think it was mostly Tom.
Was it you?
Yeah, I was since I was doing keyboards for most of it. I had some guitar parts that I contributed, and like Tourniquet started off from like a demo that I brought to the band. But
great fucking song.
As far as guitar stuff, it's actually kind of sparse for what I did for it. So a lot of it was Tom.
Yeah, because the majority of the album was done when Trey came in. And I think he did like two guitar leads on a couple parts. And
they were very good leads. But
yeah, he's an idiot. Continue.
And moving on, yes. But and that's another thing. You guys are able to reproduce this album live, whether you're a 4-piece or a 3-piece. Period. And there's nothing fucking wrong with that.
Well, I mean, I prefer to have all positions filled with the band. I think it looks better and it's more natural. But, you know, if we have to doing shows, then yeah, the keyboards have to go to a computer. So what do you do?
Well, you know, and that is something that probably will change in time because you know, you guys want to fill that 4th position. And if you got the fucking cojones out there and you have a passion for this kind of music, Gothic Doom, with like a little bit of funeral in there, check these guys the fuck out. I am not bullshitting you.
Yeah, we'll get the position filled. Doug does want to go back to keyboards, so I think that's going to be his home and his habitat. We just,
you seem comfortable there. You know what I mean? Like you're really able to flourish, and it's evident.
Well, I mean,
keyboard work.
Yeah,
you got a pencho for it.
Well, it kind of goes back to like the whole reason I joined this band in the first place was I was wanting to go into a style of music that I wasn't super comfortable writing in. Like I hadn't done anything like this before. And, you know, when I joined on guitar, I was wanting to do that. And, you know, I came from a background of like instrumental, like melodic shred, fusion jazz, like really challenging guitar work. And I've felt like a lot of the stuff that I was wanting to write on that instrument, I tended to not necessarily overplay with contributions that were going with it, but like I was wanting to challenge myself more with that. And I wasn't really getting that with guitar in the way that I approached the instrument. But going to keyboards was an entirely different story. Like I learned keyboards to fill the position in the band. And that's it's like I
applaud you.
Learn it just
it ain't easy.
Becoming a musician all over again. And that was very nice. I would like to go back to that.
Absolutely.
It's very rare to have those kinds of experiences as a musician if you stick to just one instrument.
And of course, you know, me being a drummer, I have to say your drums, Tyler, sound so tasty on this record. Tell me about your snare drum.
Yeah, so the snare on this record was changed up quite a few times due to the songs, but
there's nothing wrong with that.
But the drums on this record, they were meticulously made. Me and Tom fought over a lot of shit on this album.
We did.
Because I had a vision for this song or that song, and he didn't see it my way, and we had to come to conclusions a lot. But it was tough, but we got it.
Well, I mean, it obviously has come across that, you know, me as a listener and as a musician, I mean, I'm very, very always like zoning in on the drum sound. Because I know how fucking, you know, I can be in a studio session and trying to strive for the best sound. and you really got it. Did you guys engineer this yourself, or did you guys have a producer?
No, I did it.
God damn it!
Yeah.
Well,
I don't think
you
it's that great. I
definitely
mean, a good producer could do a better job, but yeah, I mean, it's work with what I can work with.
Well, you did a great job, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't know. The snare drum and definitely, your toms, everything. Tonally, so warm, and attack is there. You hear everything perfectly, and your cymbals are not overpowering everything.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
that
that's
that was
something that happens a lot in doom music.
well,
Yeah.
that was a big thing that he and I had both worked through because
Yeah, work through.
because I want the fucking crashing, the heavy, I want it overboard. But
My work through was Tyler fucking do it this way.
yeah,
Period.
yeah, I wanted
Don't I tell
to
you, damn it?
there were a lot of times I wanted to crash and it ended up being on the ride. So
Well,
you know,
be
but it
careful.
worked out.
Yeah, and you got to be careful because when you start doing crash riding, it really fucking muds the sound out. So it's good for big,
That's true.
open things. You really never want to do that when there's vocals taking place because it will suck the vocals out.
Yeah.
That was
That's
my-
what I learned. That's what I learned from my good friend Gas Lipstick.
Mhm.
That Tom
See, he told you the
Tom-
same goddamn thing I've been telling you.
Yeah.
It's so true. And that's one of the things that I always loved about, Down's drummer and obviously Bill Ward of Black Sabbath. A lot of the times they wouldn't crash ride on a crash. They would do it on their ride cymbal because it was a lower tone.
Yes.
Because most of the time your crash is bright, it's brilliant, and it overshadows a lot of shit.
It's all about headspace. You only have a certain amount of headspace to work with in audio.
Yeah. But you're
So
talking
I
about
think you chose
about
wisely.
like Jimmy Bauer though. Jimmy Bauer, he's got one crash and a ride.
As a matter of fact, I am down to just one crash, my one ride, and then my China. That's it. There's a reason for that. The ride that I selected, I can crash it and still get a great tone. And it gives another, like you said, like another headspace too.
Yeah.
So, and I don't do like a lot of writing on my China. I use it more for accent.
Yep.
It just depends.
Really
on
what it's for. Yeah. Because Tyler uses like a big ass fucking 24-inch ride. It's fuck. And when you're next to the kit live,
that's huge.
Yeah.
riding my eardrum.
Yeah. I do, and I think I've got a crash symbol. It's like a China and a crash, and I think I probably hit it 3 times a show.
Yeah,
it's an accent point for sure.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Nothing wrong with that. It's fucking effective. Paul says here, the drums in the back end of For Honor. Damn.
Yeah, the kit actually swaps in the back end because the snare that was being used in the front end of that song was done specifically for the front end of the song, so it changes at the back end. So it's like turning your leads on and off.
Really interesting. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
It almost gives it a facelift.
Well, yeah, because I mean, you're going from like this big '80s hair metal thing into this soft acoustic piece. So I was like, well, you don't pong 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 the whole fucking song. It'd be weird, and it sounded weird when it was initially like that. And I was like, well, let's change the snare.
And to be honest, For Honor is the song that we worked on the longest.
It really is.
Yeah.
Well, there's an A, B, and C side to it, so it's like one of the longest ones, and then
that's a song that we probably put the most attention to.
Nice. I mean, obviously, you took your time. A lot of bands, they write their songs, they get it out. They don't take enough time because they feel like, oh, we have to have something new out. We have to have something new out. It's like if you want your record, and I encountered this on Black Tar's second record. We took a lot longer with that one than we did our initial EP. It was like the EP, we had 6 great songs. Let's get them out. Boom. Let's introduce ourselves to the world. But when it comes to a full length, I think a lot of bands miss the mark. Like they don't really get that attention to detail. And there are so many nuances on this record that I'm glad it took you guys as long as it did to get it out.
Well,
Would you say it was about a year?
No. Well, yeah. I mean, we worked on it for over a year, but we always do like a 2-year span between each album because I don't want to be like the rest of the bands. They just want to shovel shit out there. They're so like, oh, this one didn't catch. Let's go to the next and the next and the next, and that's where we're into this whole realm of singles. You know, so drop this. Fuck that. I don't want to do any of that shit because an album to me is a world inside of there. You have a whole atmosphere that you create, and that's the importance. So fuck the rest of it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I don't want to shovel shit out.
Right. Absolutely. So what we're going to do right now, you know, for all my viewers and as well as your devoted fans, because let's face it, you guys got excellent fucking fans.
We do.
We're going to, for everyone else, play a little bit of a clip here. If you haven't heard October Noir, what the fuck is wrong with you? No, I'm kidding. If you haven't heard them yet, we're going to play a quick clip from Forever Haunt. And judge for your fucking self because sheer fucking genius.
Thank you.
So let's pull that up real quick and we will get. There we go. Oh, that's the promo. Yep, there we go.
YouTube.
It's not a perfect
NFL Sunday ticket. Watch all your favorite NFL teams out of markets.
There we go. All right, man. It's like every time I hear that song, I just get mesmerized. Just so fucking well done. Hopefully YouTube doesn't smack me in the face for playing that and copyright my ass. Anyway, so yeah, there it is, folks. You got to hear it. You be the judge. Obviously, you know, all y'all's fans out there love this tune. I fucking love it. I knew it was a hit. The first little fucking teaser that I got of it. And goddamn, playing outside was so perfect. Where did you guys shoot that at?
In my back fucking yard, and it's really funny. Doug and Tyler, they came over and they were like, we're doing this here. What the fuck? Like I was like, man, just wait, you'll see. So yeah, but yeah, it's right in my backyard.
Yeah, I was super skeptical. I was like, this is gonna look bad. I mean, it was actually freezing cold in Florida that day. It was freezing cold, and I had the sun. The sun was beaming on me, and my eyes. I wear sunglasses all the time, and the sun was beaming on me. I'm like, and I had it bouncing right off the cymbal. I had umbrellas wrapped around me because I couldn't do it. I just kept putting my glasses on, but they had umbrellas over the top of me, and it worked out somehow.
If you could see the raw footage of that, it would look like shit. You'd be like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, it was rough, but it worked out great.
Shit, whoever did the editing, the overall finished product, brought that shit to life.
Yeah, it's me again. So I have to edit all the music videos too. It's non-stop. It's non-stop.
DIY bands, people, the wave of the fucking future. It's like if you can cut out the middleman, the cost, the overhead, all that shit, in the end, you have ultimate control over your music, and you don't have anyone dictating to you, and you don't have to shell a shit load of sheet out there to get it done. And that video to me, and I must say, obviously, the other video that you guys released recently for Reverence, which we'll talk a little bit about that, better than most fucking, I don't know, any of the metal videos that are coming out as of late.
That was shot on an iPhone. It was shot on an iPhone.
Indeed.
I believe I just creamed myself again. You shot that shit with a knife, man.
Right there.
Wow.
Yep.
See, and that's why I have Apple. Everybody always fucking shits on me for having one.
Well, I mean, even a Samsung phone's going to be good, but any of your newer phones today are good. They're good.
So, this is great. Heel's comment to that, if I can get to it. There we go. Big eyeballs, like, really?
Yeah, there are a lot of tricks to the trade, and
I guess so.
We know a few of them. So
yeah,
which is apparently badass. Kyler says, "Can't wait for you guys to come back to Virginia."
Virginia.
Why is it that I'm not surprised that everyone says that? So, and you guys have been on the road a little bit too as of late.
Yep.
So you just got done doing a couple shows in New York. And let me see here. What did I pull up from there? And one of them was like one of my favorite venues, not because it's elaborate and wonderful. It's definitely a place that I think Motorhead would have played and been happy there at the Lucky 13, which
I don't know.
Oh, baby.
You cram about 50 people in there and you got a packed house.
Well, shit. It's wrong
small.
With that?
That venue's fucking awesome. Don't let him lie to you. That place is awesome.
It is.
I mean, it may be small, but what you get from there, sometimes you can't pull away from larger venues.
No, and it was funny because we did that one, and then we had to go to Long Island for the big venue, which was we probably sounded the best we've ever sounded in that place. They did a fucking phenomenal job with sound and getting us set up and prepped and taking care of us. And it was just, man, it was beautiful in there. 89 North.
I still love Lucky 13. It felt so DIY. It like, man, the setting up my drums for that venue.
You were about to shit your pants on the way up there, though.
So Reaper, you're a drummer, right? So they said they had a house kit, right?
Uh-huh.
So I get there. Yeah. There's a kick drum and 2 toms and a floor tom, and that's it. That's their house kit. There's no cymbal stands. There's no nothing. There's no snare.
Nope.
So I had to beg and borrow to set up that kit, but. Yep. All that
work.
My
goodness.
One of the other bands went and bought a hi-hat stand just to have
the opening band went and bought a hi-hat stand. This is DIY to the max.
Mm-hmm.
But
for me, I think the coolness of this place is it is completely decked out in metal.
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
Yeah, it's posters
From wall to wall, ceiling to
everywhere.
ceiling, and then of course you have the dancing girl.
Yep. Yep. Now, it's weird because when you walk in, you got the bar on your right. That's where all the girl dancers are, and then the back door, straight back, is the venue space. So the girls actually don't come into the venue space; they stay at the bar.
Nope. But I guarantee though, when you guys were playing, you were still having a packed room back there because of the great fucking music that you do. I mean, I was there on a bill with a bunch of doom bands, I want to say back in 2019.
Oh, so you've played there before?
Pre-COVID.
You played there before then?
Oh, yeah. That's why when I was having that conversation with you, I was all about it because I just thought it was the best little venue, you know,
it was great.
Play.
It sounded huge in there, man.
Yeah, and motherfucking loud.
Oh, it's loud. Yeah, there's a fucking concrete hallway, you know, fucking all of that sound is down the line.
I loved it. I loved the aesthetic. And the people were really nice, you know, especially being an out of town band.
That's the one thing that I noticed.
Your experience as well?
Well, the guys were super nice to me because I was hitting up the drummers. I'm like, hey man, you know, we flew in. I was not expecting this drum set right here. Like, can you help me out? And they're like, absolutely.
I actually went to one of them.
No questions asked.
Yeah, we had to use their snare, so I gave them like $20, you know, for letting us borrow a snare. So that was nice.
Yeah, the whole trip was by the skin of our teeth. Like, we had a very, very pared down like flight rig that we had set up for it, just so that we could avoid all of the extra costs of shipping a bunch of stuff out there. And it really saved our asses, helping us out with what we did. We showed up with as little as possible to make it work, and they covered the gaps.
Yeah.
Thank goodness, because for those of you out there in Black Flame Land, it is really fucking expensive to ship your equipment to another state, city, from where you're at, especially amplifiers, you know, guitar cases, especially drums. Holy fuck. You might as well buy a trap case at that point.
That's right.
Rent one. You're better off renting one.
Yeah, it's also really expensive to fly yourself.
Yeah.
I believe that. So, you know, since you were kind of in the heart of Greenland, if you will, how did the crowd receive you guys?
Oh, it's great. They loved it, man. Actually, the 89 North, we were getting a lot of comments where they were saying like people were out in the crowd fucking crying and stuff. You mean, yeah, I mean it went off amazingly well. So yeah, it was awesome.
And I'm telling you, that's because people thought that this particular subgenre was dead.
Yeah. Well, and if you look at it, it was. It probably
very much so.
It still is if you hate us. So there's that.
To anyone that is hating on what you're doing,
yeah,
that is all I have to say.
It's not going to stop us. Like, I mean, who the fuck are you? So what are you doing? You like? I don't care. Like it or don't, listen to it or don't.
I mean, you're not carbon copies, and not even trying to.
It's for what we do. It works. So we do it.
Well, it's great fucking metal. It's heavy. You got the heavy. You have the melodic, and obviously, you know, your voice. And like I said, I actually like the keys more than I did yesteryear. We'll just say that.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's just so much more involved. And I think that, you know, doing that collaboration with Nadia just was huge.
Yeah. No,
you know what I mean? I think it really added something a little bit special.
Yeah, I agree with you. Nadia is an incredible fucking vocalist. So
is she just a professional for hire kind of vocalist, or does she have her
no,
own channel?
she started doing like some typo covers like with her piano. So she does like her own little spin on them, and she got kind of popular from that. Yeah, but she does all of her original stuff. And I know, speaking with her, she's tired of the same shit. Like, oh, please do more typo stuff.
It's like once you give them a taste, all of
Yeah,
a sudden it's like that's all we want to hear. Fuck
Yeah.
your shit.
Mhm. Yeah,
I call that closed-minded.
Yep.
we had another collaboration with Dennis Pana, the Knights in White Satin cover.
Yes,
Kind of feel
That
bad
was
that he gets kind of the same treatment for that, but he has a lot of fun with what he's doing. Incredibly talented musician.
extremely.
Yeah.
And what a fun guy.
Oh yeah,
Just
he's
a
great.
laid back dude,
Yep.
Sweetest dude ever.
Yeah, Dennis is awesome.
Oh my goodness. And I love what he does with like the Motorhead stuff. And I mean, even the Metallica stuff is fun. Everything that he tries to do is just, it's such a different way of looking at it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, Dennis's his solo stuff is top tier. But nobody seems they don't seem to pay it as much attention.
They don't care.
His solo stuff is actually incredible. I love it. I play it on the radio, on my radio station all the time.
He's talented.
It doesn't get the credit that it deserves because he's buried in what he does. So
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. This is awesome. Great comment. Paul says, as a diehard Ton fan, okay, I can truly say that some typo fans are just dicks.
Yeah, I mean they're in there
I
eating
can
each
honestly
other.
say that too.
Yeah, they eat each other in the forum pages and stuff. Like they're assholes to each other. Like, I mean, majority of them live in their fucking basements, and
well,
contributing.
I tell Tom, man, typo negative is a sacred cow. Okay, it is like you can't impede upon what they did, and we're not trying to do that. We're just trying to take that sound and progress it forward. And people say we're ripping them off, dude. If Tom didn't have a deep voice, we wouldn't even be known.
Yeah,
I mean, it's. We could do the same shit and they would say that we're ripping off 69 Eyes or Sisters of these guys sound like Sisters of Mercy. It would be the same shit. It's because it's good, and it's because there's nothing out there like it right now. Nobody is hitting that vein.
Nope.
And we're hitting just the right vein to pit.
I think
bands
out there are afraid to tap into this part of the genre.
Yeah, but it's just fucking music. Like, you don't have to listen to it.
No,
it's that simple. Not. So,
but what you guys are doing with this genre, and like I said, it was pretty much over back in those times because I don't want to refer too much and get people's thinking going crazy here. You guys are very fucking original. It's evident on this record, and every show you guys do, people absolutely love it. They're not chanting anyone else's name but yours.
Well, yeah. I mean, the whole point of this is to stand on its own. That's why,
and it is.
And we're not doing typo covers in the studio. We'll do them live just to give people
for funsies.
Yeah, but it's more of a respect thing for all of it. It's not, made to shit on that band or try and take that band. There's no replacing that band. We'll never do what that band did. But I don't know. People get offended very easily.
I'm sure people get offended by me all the time.
Yeah, I'm offended by you right now.
Yeah.
Just asking these typo negative questions, I'm offended.
I didn't. You brought it up.
It was my fault. I'll take blame.
So you have a customized bass. Have you been able to use this live, like on your recent shows?
Well, I've been running the custom bass for a while. That I've been running. I run every time. It's the only one I run. But I've had another one in production for about over 2 years now, and it's just now getting painted. So
wow,
yeah, I'm very upset, and that's what it is.
Holy crap balls! You would think
I'm a wanna be Pete.
Yeah, the guy making Tom's bass, I'm done with it. I can't stand this shit anymore. Originally he was supposed to have it in February of this year, and
turnaround time shouldn't be this long.
I don't know.
I didn't realize that this was an ouchie spot.
I'm the one that's always being like, "Hey, where's the bass? Have you talked to him?"
Yeah.
Tom's actually a lot nicer than he seems, because he's like, I'm trying to give him, I'm trying to do. Oh, he said this, he said that. I'm trying to give him.
Well, look, I just want everybody to know right now, I'm a racist, a homophobe, a transphobe, a child abuser, a pedophile, and a woman abuser. So, if you want my phone number, please call me.
Just so you know, out there in Black Land, he's absolutely joking.
Yeah, absolutely.
That says, beat me up, Daddy. What's up?
My kitty cat.
Sean says, Nazi.
That's right, we're Nazis.
Oh, yeah.
We're all Nazis.
Yeah, Sean's our brother in that.
Yes.
I'm just glad I could strike every fucking goddamn ridiculous fucking word that whoever coins and terms.
Yeah, we the band has been through a lot in the past month.
Yes. Absolutely. So that's why we're here, letting off some steam and celebrating this magnus opus that you have. It's second to none. So let's talk a little bit about what you guys got coming up, because you have a new merch line.
That's right. So Joey Hernandez is the designer of the artwork for the shirt. If anybody is not familiar with Joey, he did a lot of Typo Negative's work and Pete's work, and he does a lot of big bands. So we hit him up, I guess, about a year ago or more. I said, "Hey, would you mind doing something for us?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "All right." And that's what he came up with. So I really appreciated it, because it was showing like something that was dead, and the Vinland flag being raised and carried. So to me, it was very honorable that that's what came out of him in his mind towards us. So yeah. Big thanks to him.
Sure, because I don't think anyone would have expected that.
No, and it's definitely not something I would have ever approached him and say, "Hey, can you do this?"
Yeah.
Yeah, you just gave him carte blanche, didn't you?
Yeah.
Say, do what you want.
Do what you want. Yeah.
We just want some of your art.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, when I first saw it, I was like, "What the fuck is this?" I'm like, "What is this?" I'm like, "This is what we're trying to get away from." But this was Joey's vision. So, and when we released it, there were a lot of people that were like, "What the fuck is this? What the fuck?" And we had to explain, like, "Look, this isn't us. This is Joey.
Didn't ask for that.
We didn't ask for this. We didn't recommend anything. This is Joey's vision. This is what he made. This is what he sent us, and this is what we're gonna print."
Yeah. Joey was at fucking Pete's funeral, man. They were really close. So I'm like, hey.
Yeah, I mean, that's fucking huge.
Yeah, he was Typo's artist.
It really is.
And we spent, like, me, Tom, and Doug, we spent a really good weekend with Joey at Duff's and at the tree.
Yeah. Well, same thing with Peter's still sister. Peter's still sister had been following us almost since we had started, and she was a big fan. And it blew my fucking mind when I found out who it was that I had seen commenting and whatnot before. She loves us, dude. oh fucking, I need to call her and see how she's doing. I think she's been in Italy. But yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway.
she had a YouTube page, and she had like a hidden, like it was a name that you would never expect.
Right.
And then she had
That
told
makes
Tom
sense.
like who what the YouTube name was that had been commenting all these
That
years.
blew my fucking mind.
Yeah.
Mm.
So she had been following the whole thing.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's really what makes it that much more bittersweet, to the point of what you're doing is correct.
Well,
Just being yourselves.
right.
And
Well,
people are the most important
Kelly.
people are taking notice.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's kind of my thing. It's like I've got a nobody telling me to fucking go fuck myself, and then I've got people saying, "Hey, you guys are fantastic." There's not much room for argument, you know,
Nope. Not at all.
and that's going on.
I see nothing but good things coming in the future.
I hope so.
Absolutely. It's very evident. And you guys have a show, I believe it's this Saturday.
Yes, we had the Vampire Ball that's happening here locally in Pensacola. It's huge. It's fucking huge. We were actually there last night.
Mhm.
Yeah, last night we got everything set. We did rehearsals and sound checks and all that good stuff to get prepared. And yeah, it's gonna be fucking. It sounds amazing in there. So yeah, come out if you can make it. I know the tickets are a little pricey, but it's a whole fucking event, like themed.
I was gonna say, I'm sure you're getting a lot for your money, and it fails in comparison to spending $500 to see someone who's washed up.
Yeah, and you know the whole thing was it all came together last minute and fell on our lap last minute because they had already had like a DJ hired and
Wow,
all this other stuff planned and it was ready to go. And then I think Doug reached out.
Yeah, well,
I
didn't really reach out. I saw the advertising for the event going on it. I tagged the guys and I was like, hey, it'd be pretty cool to play at one of these events one year. And the coordinators of the event immediately hit us up.
Yeah.
Isn't that something?
Yeah, it's awesome. They loved it. So they were like, hey, we want you guys here. What does it take?
You're like, fuck you, pay me.
Yep. pretty much.
And that's fine.
Dealed.
There ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. No, it's good, man. So yeah, we're really looking forward to that one. So we'll probably be dressed up. Another thing we're doing is we're actually going to bring out a full audio video production team. So we're going to record right off the board, do everything. So we'll probably end up putting together like this little DVD.
I smell a DVD.
Yeah.
Jinx.
Yeah. Yep. So
hell yeah.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing better than that.
Yeah. I think it'd be cool to do something like that. So I know they want to do like a live video interview. And then, they're going to be filming all kinds of shit that's happening at the ball. So we'll just do this big package with it.
That's fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I was going to suggest is you guys should probably also look into the realm of the horror conventions.
Yeah. Those and like the cons or whatever, just any of the cons, I wouldn't mind getting into. I think that'd be good for us. But yeah.
I mean, if you're like looking for, some other ways to kind of, streamline your stuff, I think that would work out really good because a lot of the cons, across the U.S., because I mean they're popping up in every major city everywhere, whether it's Days of the Dead or CreepyCon or this or that. Mm-hmm. I'm sure that your guys' music would definitely be a big draw for their after parties. And
yeah, and I don't mind doing it. So yeah, it's just, it all comes down to money. Yeah, it all comes down to money. So
they'll pay.
I'm a whore.
Trust me. I mean, if they're willing to get Ice Nine Kills, for their nominal fee, I'm sure.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah. Damn.
Especially there's wait, you guys are doing the Dark Force Fest, right?
Yes, in April. Yep. Which is
what
fucking
a great fucking start.
Yeah. It's gonna be huge, man. That one is really fucking cool.
We're playing a damn festival with Stabbing Westward. Like, are you kidding me?
Yep.
Like, that's my shit right there. I'm gonna
bands
freak
that are well
the fuck
known.
out.
Yeah.
Nobody gets starstruck but me. I'm gonna freak.
Yeah, you do. I'm just like everybody's.
I love it.
Human.
I love it, man.
Tom's like, no, I have a rub.
No, I don't. I don't get starstruck. I really don't, because to me they're just people like anybody else. You know, I just try to treat them.
You know, and that's how I felt when I've interviewed guys like David Howard Thornton of Terrifier, Eerie Vaughn. I'm just like, I'm not going to be that guy. I'm going to talk to you like I've known you for 20 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That must be nice though, because when
dude,
nice for you fuckers.
What's really funny is when we did a show in Mobile when I first met Tyler, and I think I was carrying equipment or doing something, but I was walking by him, and he was just like, Tom, and I was like, hey, how's it going, man? And started talking to him, and he just kind of stopped, and he was really quiet, and he was like, man, I'm just sorry, I'm just kind of starstruck right now. I was like, well, just fucking speak.
Say something. Come on.
Yeah. And now he's in the band.
Yeah.
Now he fucking hates me.
But see, the thing is like,
you're
Tom
such a slave driver, Tom.
But I saw Tom. Okay, I saw what he did and the music, and I was like, well, this is where I want to be. So when I meet the guys from Stabbing Westward, all I'm gonna think is the music that's changed my life in a lot of ways. So it's hard to distinguish the person from the music that has touched me throughout the years.
Hey, so now I'm always touching you.
Yeah, true. Yeah, but
careful, Tyler might touch them.
No touching. Maybe some hugs, maybe some tears, but.
I give hugs as reach arounds.
But that is true.
That's called courtesy.
That is true with even people that meet us, though. Sometimes it's like, it's hard to distinguish the music from actually seeing the people that made it. And it's never been weird, but there's always a second of pause, which is pretty endearing and pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, your fans are definitely, devoted. Has anyone ever like just burst into tears when they met you?
Yes. When we opened,
I can only imagine.
Yeah, the Gary Newman show, we opened up for at the Vinyl. I had a lady when we got on stage. I was at the bar grabbing a drink, and she came up and she just broke down, just right off the bat. I was like, "Oh fuck!" But I just hugged her. I said, "Everything's gonna be all right." And then I gave her a reach around.
but see that's how you know that you're doing something right. Okay, that's how you know exactly. That's how you know that's where you want to be, when a person that you have no idea who they are comes up to you and bursts into tears from the music that you've made.
Yeah,
I mean that's all you got to say.
Yep.
Because you don't know what that music did for that person.
Right.
Yeah.
And they, in that moment, they can't explain it to you. So it's pretty special.
It is very special. So, and it's always appreciated. Yeah. We try to make time for everybody. We really do. We don't always get to it.
I can definitely relate to that, because, one of the things when I was in Black Tar Superstar, that we always kind of said, we were like just four assholes playing music in a basement. And somebody actually went and got the band name tattooed on their arm. And I just had to like stop. I was like,
yeah, see, Tyler, look, I got mine. Doug's got his with a dick in it, and you're next.
Is there a dick?
There is a dick.
It's not going to show up on the camera, but Tom had the tattoo artist draw a dick in there before filling it in, and you can still see it.
Yeah, you get it in the right sunlight.
I'm gonna get my tattoo on my gooch so I can never show it.
At least it's well hidden.
Go. How much more dynamic can that be?
That actually sounds like the perfect place to get it, right in the Jungle Bridge.
The Jungle Bridge.
That was actually one of Kyler's questions earlier. Was does everyone have, that the band symbol tattoo?
Yeah, it's just Doug and I.
Now we know.
I don't have any tattoos. I'm like Zach Wild.
What is stopping you?
I don't know. I'm like Zach Wild. I've got his hair. I've got his beard. I might as well just keep with no tattoos.
You're about to not have his gooch. So
I don't know, man. It's like I love tattoos on other people, but just not me. I don't know. It's weird. It's like a commitment. It's strange. I've always been more of like a band shirt and a sticker collector as opposed to tattooist. Because I'm addictive. So if I get one tattoo, I'm gonna wind up looking like fucking Post Malone. or I'm gonna wind up looking like Bam Margera.
Really? You're gonna tattoo your face?
I'm gonna wind up looking like Bam Margera.
it's one fucking tattoo, and it takes like 20 minutes.
Especially something that small.
Yeah, but I'm an addictive person, so if I get
Well, if
one,
you're gonna put it on your gooch, it'll take even less time.
I mean, are you addicted to
better.
Cocoa Krispies?
No.
Go Crispies. Go Crispies.
Maybe someday. Maybe
someday.
we will see Tyler with the symbol. I think it would be great.
Maybe someday. Kat says she regrets all her tattoos. So
Kat says she regrets all of her tattoos. Well, I do have, an option for you. They can always be covered up.
Yeah, she's got a really badass, like Shelob spider tattoo along her hand.
Well, what's wrong with that? I think that's awesome.
No.
Kat says she's working on it. Cover that shit up with something brand new. I'm telling you, you'll feel like a new woman.
I'm gonna get her the tattoo "Yes, Daddy" on her lower back.
There you go. Well, let's go ahead and tell everyone where they can find your music.
That little link scrolling at the bottom right there, OctoberNoir.org. Or you can go to all the streaming places. It's all there.
Yeah, go to YouTube and listen to it.
Yeah.
So there is no excuse why it is you are not listening to October Noir. It's everywhere. At your fucking fingertips, people out there in Black Flame Land. Go listen. Check out the whole catalog. It's all there. The videos are amazing. And I wish you guys nothing but the best for your show this Saturday. Sounds like it's going to be off the fucking chain. Yeah. And you said that the Dark Force Fest is in April, right?
Yeah, the 19th to the 21st. I have no idea what our schedule is yet. I don't know what day we're playing. I don't even know how long we get. I'm going to just assume it's 30 minutes because it's a fucking festival, but we'll see.
And one more time, the location?
Parsippany, New Jersey. It's in the castle that's converted to a Sheraton hotel.
That's fucking amazing.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Hopefully it still looks like a castle.
It does. Yeah, you can look at pictures online right now. Yeah.
All right. I'm going to try to see if I can get there.
Dude, come out. Yeah. Come out,
That's
man.
how much I want to see you guys play
You
because
come sit and hang with. Yeah, you can hang with us the whole weekend. We have you at a table.
Dude, that would be an absolute pleasure because I was hoping to do that at the Congregation of the Rotten, but unfortunately that has fell through the cracks.
Yeah. We had a lot of people coming out to that.
Yeah.
A lot.
Well, shit, I was coming out.
I know.
Damn.
That was going to be a good time, but
I could have shared the stage with you. Fuck.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Your band was playing too, right?
Yep.
Well, not any fucking more.
Ha! Yeah, if you want to see me play, it's November 3rd in Ohio.
Ooh.
So, Akron, Ohio. We will probably get some more dates after that, but it was supposed to be a doubleheader that weekend, so One day I'm sure we will.
Yeah, we should do some stuff in Ohio with you.
That would actually be awesome.
Are you playing at the Vortex?
No.
I played there one time.
Don't want to play there.
No, you don't. I played there.
No, you fucking don't.
I did play there before.
I am so sorry.
Yeah, me too. but I have the live recording of that set that we did. That was
Do you?
Yeah.
What's wrong with the Vortex? Tell me the backstory. What's the backstory?
The backstory of what?
The Vortex. What's wrong with the Vortex?
Yeah, tell me what's wrong with it. I played there. It was fine. It was a little podunk, but
Really? Because pretty much if you're not a rap act, you're not going to draw a crowd.
Gotcha.
Especially if you're out of town.
So is this where we become October Negro?
well, we're done here.
I don't even know. Seriously.
What is Spanish for black? It's not French anymore.
It's just not a very good venue. There are better ones. And the one that I would always recommend is in Youngstown, and it's a venue called the West Side Bowl. It is a ginormous place to play. The lighting system, the sound, everything is just badass. So if you do go to Ohio, I would definitely recommend that venue. And there's some really good ones also in Columbus.
Yeah.
So I would definitely check that out.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we have come to apparently, literally. One more time. There we go. There it is.
Yeah, we've reached the end of the internet tonight. Thank you.
I just said a Spanish word. What's wrong with you people?
So we have finally come to the end. And for all the new fans that you've picked up tonight, and definitely all of the fans that you have made tonight, as well as the fans that showed up for you, what do you want to leave them with?
Thank you. We love you. You're awesome. Thanks for supporting us. And go buy our new album. Please support us.
Please buy our product.
The shameless plug is always, rough to do. But for real, folks, if there's no you, there is no them. And obviously, it's very apparent that you like them. So get the pre-ordered shirt, buy the new album, check them out on all streaming platforms. So as you are preparing for the last day of the work week, and you have visions of Tom, Doug, and Tyler, straddling you in your sleep, you must always remember, stay heavy. Oops. And my computer fucking sucks. You gotta love it.